Hello and welcome to Friday Night Basketball on Bulldogs TV on the FHSAA Network powered by PlayOnSports.com. It's the Bulldogs TV pregame show live from McGehee Fieldhouse on the campus of Mount Dora Bible. I'm Richard Thomas with Tim Dean on your destination for Mount Dora Bible High School sports and activities, Bulldogs TV. Tonight, this matchup features the Umatilla Bulldogs against your Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs. Umatilla coming into the game with a record of 6 wins and 4 losses, where Mount Dora Bible, your home team tonight, comes into the game with a record of 6 wins and 2 losses. Tim, varsity basketball action one more time here on Bulldogs TV. What are you looking for this basketball matchup?
Well, one thing I'm looking for is this is an inter-county rivalry. The teams don't play that often in the regular season, so it's going to be interesting for both of them to face off. A lot of these boys may know one another, but since they don't get to play competitively, it's going to be a chance to show, who's the big dog.
And now, Tim, you have Mount Dora coming off on a 3-game winning streak. Big win against the First Academy, a win against Windermere Prep, and a win against, if I'm not mistaken, Trinity Prep as well. So 2 district wins there for Mount Dora Bible.
The Trinity Prep game went into overtime and wasn't decided until the final seconds. That game could have gone either way. The Bulldogs were fortunate to come off with a victory. So I'm looking tonight for them to, their outside shooting has not been as hot as it was earlier in the year. I think tonight they've got something to prove not only to themselves but to their home fans.
And you have Umatilla coming in to play the Bulldogs tonight. Umatilla sort of been up and down. They've had a few wins, a few losses. They're coming off a loss. They're coming off a loss against Southlake, where they lost that one, a close one, 67-65. What are you sort of looking for out of Umatilla tonight?
Well, Umatilla, I see they got a lot of size. Obviously, they've got some experience, a lot of senior players. So I think they're looking to come out here tonight and show what they can do. I think they're much better than that record would indicate.
Well, that's going to do it for our Bulldogs TV pregame show. We'll be back with tip-off in just a few minutes. Friday night basketball begins on your destination for Mount Dora Bible High School sports and activities. Bulldogs TV, back in a few.
This is the first time I've ever done this, so it's kind of fun. You done basketball games here before?
To our Holiday Classic. We've had a lot of exciting and traditional moments at Christian Home and Bible School. A lot of traditions have been set here for the last 68 years, and tonight we start another tradition. Through the years, a lot of people have been recognized at Mount Dora Bible for their accomplishments and for their contributions to what we do here at Christian Home and Bible. As the president of Christian Home and Bible School, I am honored tonight to announce that we are establishing this annual holiday tournament as the Cletus Stutzman Holiday Classic. And standing here with me is Cletus Stutzman. Coach Stutzman graduated from Christian Home and Bible School, and after finishing his college, he came back here to work in 1954. He served here as a teacher, a coach, an athletic director, a vice president, an executive vice president, and then in 1981, he became the president, the CEO of CHBS, and served in that position faithfully and successfully and loyally until 1990, when his health made it so that he had to retire from the administration. However, he became our senior consultant and is still a part of CHBS, very active here in the things that we do, and such an honorable man. I'm one of the best blessed men in Mount Dora to be able to stand on the shoulders of Cletus Stutzman and to walk in the footsteps that he laid before me in his successful time. As coach and athletic director, Cletus Stutzman started our track and field program. He started our cross-country program, both of which are winning programs in Mount Dora Bible athletics today. As head basketball coach for many years, he was an extremely successful varsity basketball coach. When he retired from coaching, his record was 350 wins and 159 losses. Not many coaches across America, even tonight, have such a prestigious record of 350 wins. He took his teams, thank you, Coach. He took his teams to the state tournament to play in that championship 5 different times. And in 1961, he led his team to be the state champs in the entire state of Florida in our bracket of basketball. Coach Stutzman won 10 district group tournaments and 11 conference tournaments. Would you please join me tonight in saluting this great coach, great administrator, great Christian man, and one who has meant so much to Mount Dora Bible as we named this the Cletus Stutzman Holiday Classic. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. We'd like to give Coach Stutzman this plaque that says the Cletus Stutzman First Annual Holiday Classic in honor of your many outstanding contributions to the Mount Dora Bible Athletic Program.
Thank you, James. It's a privilege and an honor, of course, to stand here tonight and to accept this prestigious award and to establish the Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. My success can be attributed to those who supported me, to the young men who played for me, to my colleagues who gave their cooperation and assistance extremely well all along the line, and of course to my family, and to my wife in particular, Miss Carolyn Stutzman, and of course to our Lord, to whom I give much credit for whatever achievement and for whatever award there might be for me. Thank you for coming tonight. I appreciate you and appreciate this award. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cletus Stutzman. Thank you, Coach. And thank you, Umatilla, for our team and coaches for allowing us to make this presentation. Could I ask all of you now to bow with me in prayer and remain standing for our national anthem. Our Lord God in heaven, we thank you tonight for athletics and for the many sports teams that have played here at Mount Dora Bible through the years. And tonight we thank you in a special way for the sport of basketball and the many contributions that Coach Stutzman gave this program and our teams when he was a coach. Thank you for the many prestigious awards he has been given through the years and for the championship titles that he has helped his teams accomplish. We thank you that he is a great man of faith, a man who has provided leadership at this school since 1954. And thank you for the many contributions that he continues to provide and the leadership he extends and the friendship he gives to so many of us. Thank you for making him such a wonderful mentor to all of us. God, we thank you for this game tonight. Bless these two teams as they play their hearts out. Thank you for their coaches and for our referees and each fan as we watch. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now let's watch the fire.
And welcome back to Bulldogs TV. Richard Thomas here with Tim Dean, and a nice presentation there before we got the game started. Mr. Stutzman getting honored for this Holiday Classic.
Yeah, not only was he a coach here for many years, but he served as the school president for almost 10 years before Dr. Moore took over in 1991.
So what we heard in that presentation was Mount Dora, that one sort of boys basketball state championship title that he was able to get back in 1961.
Yeah. Back then, from what I'm told, the Florida State Basketball Association was similar to Indiana with the Hoosiers, where everybody played for that state title. They had a player here, Jack McDonald, of whom the court is named after, who was named the tournament's most valuable player that year. And so it was a double honor for this little tiny school in Mount Dora.
Every team getting an opportunity back then, and hopefully we'll get back to that in the big boy sports these days. You know, a lot of movement going on with college football and with college basketball. You know, the shakeup over in the Big East as well.
I tell you, if you sit still for a minute, you're going to see some more changes. And quite frankly, Richard, I'm just not a fan of all those changes.
So we have the introductions going on right now on our court. Your Bulldogs about to take the court. And, Coach, you spoke about this in the pregame. These teams are sort of a rival. They're close to each other, so a lot of the families, a lot of the players might even know each other.
Yeah, that's true. And even though they're both located here in Lake County, they're in different districts, so they don't play each other on a regular basis.
And speaking of both districts, right now Mount Dora with those 2 district victories against the First Academy and Trinity Prep are now 3-1 in the district. They have 1 loss against Orangewood, and Umatilla sort of playing well in their district. They're 4-0 in the district.
Yeah. Coach Hayes had said early on this year this was one of the most talented teams he'd had in a long time, and he expected this team not only to win district but to move on. And so this is going to be a step up for them.
So the introductions are done here on Bulldogs TV. We once again thank you for joining us. Bulldogs TV, the live streaming program of Mount Dora Bible in Mount Dora, Florida. Varsity basketball action one more time here. And Coach, as we look down, and we've seen it before, the roster of Mount Dora Bible looks young. Not a lot of seniors on there, and that's got to bode well for the future.
No, and it is. These players have been together for quite a few years. The young man who's jumped ball here, number 25, Trey Hall, rejoined the team this year. He was here when he was in the 6th or 7th grade, and they're very fortunate to have him back with them.
And a quick basket there out of the tip. Zach Ward able to get 2 points on the board. Mount Dora on the scoreboard first. And Mount Dora coming out in the 2-3 zone. You have Ellis sort of holding down the middle there for Mount Dora. Coach, he's an impact player for the Bulldogs.
Zach can do a little bit of everything. He handles the ball quite well for them. He fills up the lane.
And Ward driving to the basketball there, and blocked there by Umatilla. Here comes the Umatilla Bulldogs in transition. Mount Dora still sticking with the 2-3 zone. But back to Ellis. Yeah, he's going to be a key to Mount Dora all season long.
Yeah. It's not surprising sometimes to see him try to go down the middle of the lane like Derek Rose, as he does right there.
And there he is, Josh Ellis. 2 points, Mount Dora Bible. And Mount Dora, a decent lead to start this game off.
Yeah. They tend to open up their games very strong, and let's see if they can maintain that intensity throughout the game.
And Mount Dora, the key here is that they're getting the points off turnovers. Mount Umatilla haven't had an opportunity to get too many shots up, but Mount Dora Bible, hands in the passing lane and poking that ball out.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. They seem to be only working it around the perimeter. I don't know that they just don't have an inside game. What their strategy might be here.
Ironically enough, I spoke with the coach before the game, and he said his team isn't they don't shoot the outside ball that well. As you see, an air ball there and rebound Mount Dora, and they're coming now in transition. Ellis going to give it up to Ward, 3 ball in the corner, and that one just off the iron. Trey Hall can't pull it down, and the Umatilla Bulldogs in transition.
And that's what Zach's known for. He's the 3-point threat for the Bulldogs.
Zach Brock bringing it down. He's going to give it up to Ward. Thought about taking it baseline, but he pulls it back. 2-3 zone for the Umatilla Bulldogs. Trey Hall with the pull-up jumper. Coach, that looked good.
Yeah, Trey Hall, I tell you what, for a sophomore, he is really developing his game quite well. And as I said, he was with the school a couple of years ago, left, and he came back to the school this year, and Coach Hayes was thrilled to get him back in the lineup.
And, Coach, that's the shot you want to see out of your big man, to sort of stretch out the defense a little bit, knocking down that shot from the elbow.
He's been the first big man on the Mount Dora squad in several years. And, again, that's another reason Coach Hayes was so excited to have him back in the lineup.
So that foul there on Zach Ward, his first personal first-team foul. Umatilla there. Karan Williams looking to drive. They dish it back out.
Looked like he passed up an easy shot over to his teammate who had a very difficult shot there.
5:12 left here in the first quarter. They're out of bounds, and the Umatilla Bulldogs will keep possession. Trap in the corner there. Oh, Mount Dora almost came up with a steal. You got a drive baseline floater, and that one's in. Karan Williams getting the Umatilla Bulldogs on the board.
Yeah, they finally break the ice, but if they're not careful, Mount Dora is so quick, they come back and set up really fast. And you see right there, Lamar, or LJ as he's known here on campus, makes him pay for it.
Lamar Smith knocking down the 3 ball there. 3 ball from the Umatilla Bulldogs. That one just rims out. Trey Hall with the rebound.
Yeah, Lamar, he's another sophomore. I mean, they've got, as you said earlier, very young squad here.
Trey Hall getting some work down on the block. Trey Hall's not a big guy, but good work down there on the block.
No, he's not. He doesn't have a lot of weight on him, but one thing you'll see about Trey is when he establishes that low post position, it's hard to get him moved out of it.
That foul on number 2, Eric Levette. That's going to be his first team foul. 4:28 left here as Trey Hall. I'm not sure if he not.
He missed the first on the front end there.
And here comes his second one. That one drops in, nothing but net. But we're going to have a timeout on the court. Umatilla Bulldogs timeout. And Coach, we're about midway through this first quarter. Go ahead and assess it for us really quick.
Well, what I've seen is Mount Dora is looking to push the ball. They are pushing it up every time they get that ball. And Umatilla is just not prepared for the speed of Mount Dora.
And the Umatilla Bulldogs getting on the board just moments ago, but sort of Mount Dora Bible maintaining this momentum. As you said, they're pushing the tempo and momentum all on their side right now.
Yeah, and they are an end-to-end team. We haven't seen it yet. Well, now they have. They've opened up with a full-court press. And you will see that. They have that sort of an intensity.
Sort of a 1-2-2 press there, looking to trap the corners. And Umatilla handling it well. And so far, Coach, you're right, the defense for Mount Dora Bible has been excellent, keeping, the Umatilla offense out on the perimeter. We haven't seen a lot of action in the paint.
No, and I see Coach Hayes has inserted number 23, Austin Warren.
A hustle man.
Oh, he is a whirling dervish. You would not want him guarding you. He would wear you out.
A couple of rebounds there, and Umatilla got the offensive, but like you said, Coach, Mount Dora fast in transition, and Zach Ward, a little bit of contact there. He'll go to the line, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And it all started with Austin Warren, who happened to pick up that loose ball rebound, fed it out to a teammate, and again, Mount Dora comes hustling down court.
And that foul on number 5, Caleb Robinson, his first personal, second team foul. Zach Ward will go to the line, and he'll shoot 2 for the Mount Dora Bulldogs. Coach, that's going to slip us up a little bit. We got 2 Bulldogs playing.
2 Bulldogs here. As I said, it's a battle of the dogs.
Yeah.
One dog's going to come out on top here tonight.
And Zach Ward knocks down his first free throw, and here comes his second. Officials having a conversation at the table.
I think they're waiting on a substitution, but they didn't get in time, so he's going to finish this. And I don't think they'll get their players in until the next stoppage.
And the second free throw from Zach Ward is good. Bulldogs, Mount Dora Bulldogs, I got to specify now, will have a substitution into the game for them. Number 25, Trey Hall, substitution for Umatilla. Into the game, number 21, Cody Matheny. Hopefully I said his name right. Oh, good poke there. Ellis gets it up to Zach Ward, and that's good.
An easy bucket on the transition there. I think what we're seeing here is the quickness of the Mount Dora Bulldog team is just much more than Umatilla had anticipated.
And we spoke about it. Ellis getting a hand in the passing lane, able to poke that one out. Oh, drive. You'd think there's a travel there. They call it.
An obvious travel call there. Yes.
Traveling violation. Mount Dora Bible will take possession.
Cody Matheny had just checked into the game, and that was the first time I think he'd even touched the ball, so he wasn't quite ready for that.
Mount Dora Bulldogs with a substitution. Dylan Rocca into the game. He'll go to the point position. Goes right into Trey Hall. There's that elbow jumper. Coach, a good shot there. You want him to have that one. Big rebound underneath there. That's number 5, Lamar Smith. That's going to go out of bounds in favor of Umatilla.
Yes, but what we're seeing is Mount Dora is establishing good position down underneath, and they're almost controlling the boards.
2:54 left here, first quarter. Mount Dora sticking with the 2-3 zone. We saw him in the press for a little bit, but backing down into the 2-3 zone.
Well, that's the thing about Coach Hayes. He'll mix it up. He won't stick with anything too long. He'll keep the other team, on their heels until he figures out what's going to work the best.
And Umatilla, the offense, just staying outside. Every now and then they go in, but they're around the perimeter. 3-ball goes up, and wow, that one drops in. That's number 3, Corey Oddboard. Lamar Smith driving, easy basket on the baseline there. Finds the backboard, and that one's in.
You know, for a sophomore, he has got some excellent skills. He's kind of made the fans forget about a young man who's playing at Montverde Academy named Casey Hill, who just was signed by the Florida Gators.
Go Gators. Good ball movement there by Ellis. He's going to drive, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Got to go back there. We said that Umatilla wasn't a good three-point shooting team, but we've seen back-to-back threes there as Matheny knocked down a 3 just moments ago, and somehow, some way, Umatilla in this game.
They're in the game, but that's all they've had is the outside shooting. Unless they're going to find a way that they can get inside, I don't see how they can keep up that outside shooting the whole game. And if they want to get into a shootout, Mount Dora has some excellent sharpshooters.
And that foul for Umatilla was on number 11, Dylan Streeter. That's going to be his first personal, 3rd team foul for Umatilla. Josh Ellis at the line. He knocked down his first free throw. Here comes his second. And that went in and good for Ellis. 1:51 left here as the Mount Dora Bulldogs come out in the press. Ellis going up for it. Just couldn't
what an
pull it
athletic
down.
play.
He looked like a nice big tight end there jumping up for that one.
And many here at the school wanted him to play that position for football, but he made the decision he wanted to focus strictly on basketball. He would have been an excellent tight end.
1:30 left here, first quarter. Umatilla keeping the ball outside on the perimeter. Oh, good hands there.
And that's Austin Warren again.
Ellis skip pass over to Zach Ward. 3-ball. That one off the back of the iron. Rebound Umatilla. And they're going to be fast up in transition. Driving to the basket. Scoop up and under. That's number 1, Karan Williams. So good transition basketball there by Umatilla. Oh, sweet move there.
I
Zach
tell you
Ward.
what, Zach Ward with a reverse under the basket. Didn't look like he had any shot. Finishes. Amazing finish there, right under the rim.
50 seconds left here, first quarter. Mount Dora Bulldogs up by 10. 3-ball again from Umatilla. That one irons off, and a couple of tips. Josh Ellis brings it down. And fast in transition, Dylan Rocca looks for Ellis. He drives, skips over to Zach Ward, and Zach Ward's been a little cold here, but Ellis gets the offensive rebound. And Coach Steve Hayes is going to call for last shot with 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. So
Zach may be cold right now, but once he gets, he's a streak shooter, Rich. Once he gets hot, he goes and goes.
3-ball, and there it is.
There it is.
Zach Ward drops one in.
Right at the buzzer.
Yes, Mount Dora Bible holds for last shot. And Zach Ward doesn't disappoint. He had missed a few, but he made the one that counted at the end of the quarter. And, Coach, that wraps up our first quarter. Mount Dora Bible 23 over Umatilla with 10 points. And Coach, we saw good, fast play out of Mount Dora Bible. Umatilla having a hard time working into their offense. How did you see that first quarter?
Well, the way I see the pace for Mount Dora is even higher than what they usually play at. They're averaging somewhere in the low 70s. At this pace, they'd be up over 90 points, which would be very high for them. They're quite capable of reaching even 100, but a lot of that's going to depend on the defense. And the defense by Umatilla is just not able to keep up with Mount Dora.
Coach, speak more about the defense of Mount Dora Bible. They've been the foundation of the team in this matchup.
Well, they like to press. We've seen them switch from a full court press to a zone to a man-to-man. They are going to mix it up to keep you off. And that's what we've seen here so far, that they are mixing up their defenses. The offense is just not able to adjust, and that's why we're seeing the passing all around the perimeter.
And second quarter action here just now getting started. Coach Steve Hayes going to go with the starting 5. with the addition of Austin Warren. Ellis is going to take a rest for a little while. He's the lone starter that's on the bench right now. You like to give him a rest every now and then. But again, same defense. 2-3 defense there for Mount Dora Bible. They get a hand. 3-ball goes up for Umatilla, and that one's good. Jesse Hall knocking that one down for the Umatilla Bulldogs.
Yeah, did they call that a 3 or was his foot on the line? I'm not sure whether they gave him a 3.
They gave him the 3.
Yep, you're right.
And Matheny.
Oh, that was a frustration foul by Dylan Rocca. He's usually a very sure-handed point guard, but he lost the handle on that one and then ended up with just a frustration foul.
Dylan Rocca with his second team foul for Mount Dora Bulldogs. Possession still in favor of the Umatilla Bulldogs. 3-ball goes up again for Umatilla. That one rims off the front of the rim. Rocca in transition. Oh, Matheny again. That's back-to-back steals there that he's gotten on Trey Hall.
But Trey pays him, returns the favor.
And Matheny comes right back to him.
Getting a little bit sloppy, and I don't know who to give that basket to. There were so many underneath there.
6:33 left here, second quarter. Trey Hall goes up for the shot there. Matheny sort of slipping under him a little bit, and Trey Hall will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Trey's really developing that outside jumper. You know, primarily he was being used inside. They're feeding him the ball inside, but now he's moved it out, as you say, up to the elbow and converting quite a few of those. He's got a very soft touch for a big man.
Trey Hall knocks down his first free throw. Substitutions now for Mount Dora Bulldogs. Zach Ward into the game along with number 1, Zach Brock. And that last foul on Code Matheny, his first personal 4th team foul for Umatilla. And Trey Hall knocks down his second free throw. Josh Ellis back in the game for Mount Dora.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Rich, Mount Dora is converting a lot of their free throws. That's one of the areas they've really focused on because early in the year, they were not a good free throw shooting team.
Big defensive board there by Josh Ellis. Mount Dora fast up to Zach Ward. Good ball movement. Ellis driving. Ellis sweet. Right off the middle.
Fingertip roll right down the middle of the lane.
Josh Ellis, and you said it, driving to the basket. It's a big man who has really good handles.
He really does. You know, he almost has Charles Barkley-like size and skills. They list him at about 6'3", but he has the ability to handle the ball extremely well.
And that skip pass for Umatilla, a little bit out of bounds. Substitution now for Umatilla into the game, number 22, Joshua Repress. I think I said his name wrong. Respress. We'll stick with that. And if I'm wrong, somebody will correct me. But Mount Dora Bible with possession now. They go to the corner with Zach Ward, and he'll dribble that one out.
Coach Hayes has put his starter back in at the point, Zach Brock, who doesn't have a lot of size and is often pushed around by opposing defenses. He's got a very nice outside shot.
And we see number 23, Austin Warren. We don't see a lot of offense out of Austin, but driving to the basket there, he'll get fouled, and he'll go to the line, and he'll shoot 2.
Austin's your hustle guy. Austin, you could almost liken him to a Dennis Rodman type player. Extremely active on the defensive end, excellent rebounder. Feeds a lot of energy to his teammates.
And he knocks down both free throws. That foul on number 4, Jesse Hall, his first personal 5th team foul for Umatilla. 5:23 left here in the second quarter. And a long 3-ball from Umatilla. That went off the back iron. Rebound will go to Ellis. And here come the Bulldogs fast in transition. Zach Ward driving. Pumps it a couple of times, and coach, he finds it. He's good with the basketball when he's in the air.
Yeah. And what we're seeing here, Richard, is Mount Dora constantly, every time they gain possession of the ball, they are streaking down court. They are pushing, and Umatilla just doesn't have an answer for that.
Umatilla for a little while there at the end of the first quarter sort of got back in it, and they launch up another long 3 ball, and that's going to get them further out of it as Mount Dora Bible pushes the ball up. They slow it down, give it up to Ellis. Long 3 ball there. That one off back iron, rebound, Umatilla. Here come the Umatilla Bulldogs fast in transition. Point guard gets hung up a little bit. Oh, Coach, good move there. He swoops under the defense.
Sweet scoop move there by number 1, Karan Williams. But again, here comes Mount Dora right back. Right back, Zach Ward again coming up.
And Zach Ward there will get the bucket, and he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Yeah. He's fortunate. He was undercut on that play. He's fortunate nobody was injured on that. He took a hard fall.
And that foul on number 1, Karan Williams, his first personal 16 foul. Here comes a free throw from Zach Ward. That one's up. And Zach Ward rims it out, Coach. He's been up and down with his shot here in this basketball matchup.
He has. You know, he has not been consistent from the free throw line or from the field. He seems to be very good driving to the basket.
And the offense from Umatilla erratic. They fired up 3 straight 3-pointers. And that ball's going to go out of bounds off Austin Warren. Umatilla will take possession. Substitution for the Mount Dora Bulldogs. In is number 15, Daniel Johnson. And number 10, Wes Means. And he'll replace Zach Ward. Zach Ward will catch a quick breath. 3:56 left here in the second quarter. Mount Dora Bible up big.
Yeah, they've nearly doubled the score on Umatilla. And I think Coach Hayes wants to keep his guys fresh so they can keep up the pressure.
Another long 3 ball.
Another 3 launched up. And again, here comes Mount Dora pushing.
Ellis driving, but he gets pickpocketed by Mathena. That's got to be his 3rd steal of the night. They go to him, and Matheny just couldn't handle that one as that one goes out of bounds. Coach Matheny came into the game off the bench. He's sort of been a bit of a defensive spark for the Umatilla Bulldogs.
Yes, he has. He's been a defensive spark, but he hasn't been able to quite get the handle on the ball on the offensive end. He's missed a couple of wide-open jumpers, and right there he had an opportunity to score on an easy layup.
Ellis goes down into the corner. And we'll get a traveling violation there as number 5, Lamar Smith, sort of slips. And the Umatilla Bulldogs will take over possession.
Let's hope somebody gets out there and dries off the court. There's a slick spot right there next to the free throw lane.
And as they clean up the court, we have a substitution. Into the game will be number 2, Dylan Rocca. As the Umatilla Bulldogs take possession and coach, we haven't seen offense out of Umatilla. We've just seen the 3 ball getting fired out of the cannon.
Yeah, and you'll look now, and Mount Dora has gone to a small ball lineup. Josh Ellis, who's playing the center, is their largest player, and still Umatilla is relying on that outside ball. Misses a point-blank shot underneath.
Fast up to Lamar Smith. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Sometimes, Coach, you can move a little bit too fast, and that time Lamar moving fast, and that ball just got away from him.
You know, we're seeing a little bit of sloppy play here right now. Neither team has scored in the last couple of minutes. And, again, they've had ample opportunities. Umatilla, there seems to be a lid on the bucket, though. They cannot get the ball to go in. And they've had a lot of opportunities, especially right underneath the rim.
And Mount Dora Bible with 2 substitutions. Ward back in the game along with Trey Hall. Umatilla with the inbounds. 2:26 left here in the second quarter. Matheny underneath, thought about it, brings it back out. Driving, floater. That one, rebound Umatilla, Coach. Got to pull down that defensive board. And there it is.
You got to make that. You got to convert when you get those kind of opportunities.
3 ball goes up by Dylan Rocca. That one's good. Dylan Rocca, 3 ball, Mount Dora Bible. 1:57 left here, second quarter. And we haven't seen a lot of the 3 ball, but Mount Dora knocks another one in there.
No, and they don't. In a game like this, they won't need to rely on it.
Mount Dora almost coming up with another steal there. Matheny driving and somehow gets that one up to the rim.
What an acrobatic shot there. An amazing shot there by Matheny.
Daniel Johnson will pick up the foul there. His first personal, third team foul as Matheny.
Let's see if Cody can convert here and get his first points.
And that one off the back of the iron. Matheny with his second free throw with the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs up big, 36-17. Rebound, Trey Hall got way up there for that one, Coach, as Dylan Rocco will bring it and set up the Mount Dora Bible offense.
No, and you notice there Umatilla didn't even contest for that rebound. They seem to be content to just fade back and set up into their defense.
Zach Ward almost getting that one poked away. Matheny still with the active hands. They go down with Trey Hall and off the backboard, Coach. Not a big guy, but strong with the basketball there, able to finish at the rim.
Yeah, very athletic move under the basket. That was difficult for him to work his way back around to the front there to convert that.
About 1 minute left here in the second quarter. Skip pass. They go to Matheny down under. He bounces out. Another three ball from Umatilla. That one off the right side, and we're going to go out of bounds. Officials will look for some help, and that one will be off of Mount Dora. The officials say a close call there.
I don't know what the shooting percentages are, Richard, but they can't be too good for Umatilla, and especially from behind the arc.
I think, Coach, if you go back to the last time they hit a three ball, it was probably in that first quarter where they hit sort of back-to-back threes there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the score at the end of the first quarter was, because Umatilla has not scored but maybe 3 points this entire quarter.
Matheny with the basketball at the top. They work it around. They go underneath. Matheny, nice jumper in the lane there. Matheny finally gets one in.
Finally gets one to go in. He's a feisty player. You can tell that, number 21.
25 seconds left here, second quarter. Zach Brock back in the game, and Coach Steve Hayes will hold the Bulldogs to one shot. And, Coach, when you're trying to hold this right now, you don't want to lose your dribble. You want to keep that dribble as long as you can. They go to Trey Hall, and Coach, wow, Trey Hall well away from the block there, able to knock that one down. If he can get that consistently, Mount Dora Bible is going to be a tough team to beat. Yeah. And that's going to do it.
I was surprised that Trey ended up with the ball there at the end of the half there with that shot, but he drained it, and they have now doubled up Umatilla.
And that's the end of first half of play with the Mount Dora Bulldogs leading the Umatilla Bulldogs by a score of 47-19. We'll be back in a few minutes on Bulldogs for the Bulldogs TV halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday night basketball on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Hang with us. Richard Thomas back here on Bulldogs TV with Coach Tim Dean, and we're about ready to start second half action there. What are we looking for out of both teams as we head into the second half?
Well, I'm looking for Umatilla, Richard, to come out with a little more intensity. I don't think they were quite ready for the speed of Mount Dora. And hopefully this half they will have adjusted to that. The coach has probably sat down, had a nice long, as we would call it, tongue lashing with his boys and said, guys, you got to pick up your intensity. On the Mount Dora side, the coach has got to be very happy with the pace of the game. This really plays into their hands.
And we're starting second half action there. Mount Dora Bible will start with possession. They go into Josh Ellis, and Ellis gets the Bulldogs up on the board quickly here to start the second half of play.
Yeah, he's got soft hands from there. If he's not driving to the lane, you'll usually find him shooting from about that 8 to 12-foot range.
Good pressure defense there from Zach Brock. Skip pass. And Umatilla still working the offense from behind the three-point line, Coach. Not a lot in there as they dive in. They work it around. Here goes the three ball, and that one's in. But maybe I spoke too soon there as Umatilla pops in a three.
Well, they're going to need a lot more of those to get back into it. They're down by 20 right now.
Lamar Smith fast in transition. Easy basket there at the rim.
And again, you're seeing, the rest of the team still trailing behind as the Mount Dora team just pushes the ball up court after every possession.
6:46 left here, third quarter. Umatilla driving over a couple of defenders. Offensive board there from Umatilla. And it's Zach Ward who comes up with the turnover underneath the basket. Here come the Mount Dora Bulldogs in transition.
You know, when you get opportunities like that inside, you have got to convert. Otherwise, here's what happens. You're going to pay for it on the opposite end as Josh Ellis finishes again in his familiar spot about 8 to 10 feet away from the rim.
Good pull-up jumper there from Josh Ellis. Oh.
Looked like LeBron hop, skip, jump type of a move.
An NBA move there, because they don't really call travel in the NBA.
No palming, no traveling.
Zach Ward pulls up a three right side. Coach, that one looked good, nothing but net.
Mount Dora's red hot. Umatilla better call a timeout now and get their players organized.
And you said it, Coach. Zach Ward, a player you don't want to see get hot for the Mount Dora Bulldogs.
No. He's a streak shooter, but once he locks in, you do not want him.
And there's a defense stepping up again. Zach Ward with a 5-second call with 5:43 left here in the second quarter. Mount Dora Bulldogs will take over possession. Josh Ellis with your inbounds.
Yeah, we see they've opened up a 27-point lead. And, again, the intensity of the Umatilla Bulldogs is just not the same.
And, Coach, interesting foul there. Looked like number 23, Austin Warren, had position.
It did. I thought number 11, Dylan Streeter, would have been called for over the back. But the refs saw it differently.
As I always say, Coach, they have the whistle, so I guess what they say goes.
Yeah, we got a moving screen over here set by Umatilla. Karan Williams set a pick, and the Mount Dora player hit the court and gets the possession.
Karan Williams there with the foul, his second personal, his first team foul. Oh, good entry pass there to Ellis, and Ellis with a man hanging in his face knocks it down. That's good ball movement there by Mount Dora Bible.
What a sweet pass there by Zach Brock. A no-look pass. Here again, there he's feeding it off again. Good defense leading to good offense.
And Lamar Smith sort of rushed a shot there, never really got himself together on that one.
Sometimes you can be a little too anxious to get the shot off. Take every opportunity, set up your offense, get a better shot.
Matheny with the ball there for Umatilla. Ellis getting bumped out, and our hustle man coach, Austin Warren, picking up a charge underneath the basket.
Dylan Streeter had a wide open teammate under the basket, and he chose to take it up for himself. Not a good choice on his part. He picks up the charging foul.
And Warren will go to the bench along with Josh Ellis into the game. Davis Brown and number 25, Trey Hall, into the game for the Bulldogs with 4:26 left here in the third quarter.
Well, Davis Brown usually comes in what we call cleanup or mop-up time, and we see him coming in early in the third quarter. I don't know if Coach Hayes is just looking to get some more playing time for some of his bench players, but Davis is a big guy, has a lot of hustle ability, but usually doesn't get a lot of playing time.
That foul on number 1, Zach Brock, reaching foul, is going to be Mount Dora's first or second team foul. Good ball movement there by Umatilla. They get a nice jumper at the free throw line. Here come the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs in transition. Is Zach Ward, pulls it out, 3-ball. Zach Brock, that one off the back iron. And Trey Hall jumping a little too early there, unable to bring that one down, but Mount Dora will keep possession.
Yeah.
3:55 left here in the third quarter. Mount Dora Bible still up big.
And again, we're seeing Umatilla in the scoring drought. They just can't seem to put the ball in the bucket.
And Zach Ward, he can put it in the bucket. Another 3-ball by Zach Ward. That's 2 in this third quarter. And Umatilla going to call a timeout, Coach. Have to call a timeout. As you said, the offense has been absolutely stagnant for the Umatilla Bulldogs.
You know, they've relied so much on that outside shot that they have not even worked to penetrate. I don't think I've seen a player yet try to go into the lane and put up a shot. You cannot rely solely on an outside shot, and as we're seeing, they're paying for it.
I told you I spoke to the coach before the game, and he said we're not a three-point shooting team, but you're right. They are just firing them up like they've been doing it all season long. Out of the Umatilla timeout, the Umatilla Bulldogs will maintain possession.
I think one of the reasons they've been unable to get into the lane is this 2-3 zone that the Bulldogs have put up.
And number 5, Caleb Robinson knocks down the 3-ball. Yeah, the 2-3 zone forces you to shoot the 3. But Umatilla having a hard time with it. They do knock one down there as
Dylan Rock had one in and out.
3:15 left here in the third quarter. Drive into the basket. A block shot underneath there. Rebound goes to Mount Dora. They keep possession. And Dylan Rock will pull it out, reset it. Skip pass, Lamar Smith. Left side, good. Coach, that's that pull-up jumper, and it was sweet.
Yeah. There's a lot of upside for this sophomore. He is just starting to really come into his own. I think Lamar Smith, he is going to be an all-district player by the time he gets to his senior year.
Umatilla working it around. They go to Matheny over on the right side, and Matheny knocks one in, Coach. Back-to-back threes there for Umatilla. Coach, every time we start talking about they can't knock down the 3, they start knocking it down. They've got us confused.
Well, had they had any success in the first half, we might be looking at a different score. Right now, they're doubled up, 56-28.
Davis down on the block, loses the handle. It's Matheny again who gets it. He drives all the way to the basket, tries a behind-the-back pass. And Umatilla will offensive board there. No, and it looks like Umatilla will go to the line and shoot. Actually, they'll call him out of they'll call it on the floor. That foul on number 25, Trey Hall.
Well, whatever their coach said in that last timeout has worked because they've come out with a lot more intensity. You're seeing the players really moving to the ball a lot better. They're passing it. They're passing it more crisp. They're trusting one another in their passes.
And, Coach, for Umatilla, it's been their bench man, Matheny, who's come off. He's gotten several steals tonight. He's knocked down a couple of jumpers. Matheny's sort of been that go-to guy for Umatilla in this basketball matchup. And when you look at him, you wouldn't suspect that he's the guy for Umatilla.
No, he has been their spark. He has been their energy guy coming off the bench. He has provided good defense, pressing defense, as well as the ability to hit an outside shot.
1:37 left here, third quarter. Mount Dora Bible still up big. Umatilla now in a 3-2 zone. Their coach said he might slip into that every now and then, but Mount Dora Bible driving there. That one just rims off a little bit. Rebound's going to go to Umatilla.
Well, we're seeing Mount Dora unable to make a basket here in the last couple of minutes, and Umatilla's taking advantage.
And Matheny lets that one rim off. Here come the Mount Dora Bible in transition. And Coach, Mount Dora in sort of a smaller lineup. The only true starter in the game. They don't have a true starter in the game. Going to their bench there, and a three ball there. Wes Means knocks one in.
Even the role players are coming in here and contributing tonight. Coach, fans love it.
Yeah, he fired that one up, and the whole Mount Dora bench jumped up, and he knocked it down as Umatilla fires up another three, and that one out of bounds, and Mount Dora will take possession. Back to the three from Means, and Coach, that one looks sweet from the corner on the right side.
Yeah, Wes is one of the more popular players on the team. Doesn't get a lot of playing time, but when he does get into the game, he makes the most of it.
About 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. And that ball going out of bounds, a little miscommunication there on the part of Mount Dora.
He had the right idea. The defender touched the ball, which caused it to change its direction there, and of course then it went off the hands of the Mount Dora player. But good pass attempt there by Wes.
Umatilla will probably hold for one shot as we come down to the final seconds of this third quarter. Matheny in the corner. That one just rims out, and that shot will be no good. And it's Mount Dora who's still up big as we head into the fourth quarter of basketball action here.
Yeah, I thought that Umatilla would come out in the second half with some more intensity, but they just can't seem to put the ball in the hole. Richard, they've relied so much on that outside game, and they have not driven to the rim whatsoever. They do have a height advantage. I mean, number 11, Dylan Streeter, is probably the tallest man on the court. They have yet to feed it into him and take advantage of that height advantage. So,
if you're the head coach of Luther Justice of Umatilla, what do you say to your team? You're down big. You want to see him compete. What do you say to your team as a coach and when you're put in this situation?
I say come out here and play with as much intensity as possible. See if you can cut into that lead. You're probably not going to win tonight's game, but they're going to be playing a lot of their bench players. Here's your opportunity to go out and do something and, you know, at least walk away from this with your head up.
As we start fourth quarter action here on Bulldogs TV, we thank you for joining us. Bulldogs TV, the live streaming program of Mount Dora Bible in Mount Dora, Florida.
Yeah, we see now Coach Hayes has put 5 subs into the game. He's resting all of his starters.
As Eric Levette drops that one in for a three. Three ball from Mount Dora. Oh, Coach number 14. Sam Tenorio.
Tenorio. Again, everybody who's getting a chance is making it count tonight for the Bulldogs.
And, Coach, that one looked like it was going to rim out, but it said, I want to stay in here, and it rolled in there. Offensive board, their defensive board there for Mount Dora Bible. Driving in transition, takes a little bit of contact, number 15, Daniel Johnson, and it looks like he'll go to the line and shoot two for Mount Dora. Strong take to the basket there by
and how many times have we watched Mount Dora with just that type of a move, whether it was Josh Ellis, whether it was Zach Ward, they're always moving towards the rim. We're not seeing that same movement by Umatilla.
Dylan Streeter with the foul there. That's his third team foul there for Umatilla. As Daniel Johnson knocks down his first free throw, here comes his second free throw. And that one's good. About 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Umatilla with the basketball now, trying to find some offense, Coach.
You know, there's some games when you just know that you've played a better team, and tonight's one of them for Umatilla.
Weak with the ball there, Johnson, as he just gets that one stripped from him, and that one will go out of bounds and in favor of Umatilla. Coach, if you're Mount Dora, you don't want to make this turn into an ugly game there, and that was sloppy play there. You know, got to be strong with the basketball.
Yeah. What I've noticed here is even the second five are playing with the same defensive intensity. Now that was a silly touch foul there, but what you're seeing is great movement after the ball, and it's keeping Umatilla on the perimeter. They have been unable to break through that zone and get to the rim.
The foul on number 14, Sam Tenorio, his first personal 14 foul. 6:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Matheny, good pump fake with the basketball. Had a great passer underneath, but they'll keep possession. Baseline, they'll go back to Matheny.
And one.
No, they'll call that one on the floor. But you can't say enough for Matheny, Coach. He's still hustling out there.
You know, I'd like to see a shot chart to see where Umatilla's shots have come from. Here they launch up another three. It's an air ball.
And Matheny there with the rebound, turns around and puts it in.
Smallest guy on the court finishes there. But again, getting back to what I was saying, if I could see a shot chart and see just where this team has put up all their shots, you would see that the majority are way on the outside.
Turnover there from Mount Dora Bible. Umatilla in transition. They drive.
Finally, somebody goes in to the rim.
Yeah.
Partially blocked, but he picked up a foul on there. And
Sam Tenorio will get the foul. It's going to be his second, if I'm not mistaken. 15 foul for Mount Dora. At the line shooting for Umatilla will be number 3, Corey Abod. Well, I'll work on the names when I go home tonight.
Well, Corey's come off the bench and picked up his first point here of the game. But what I liked about that was he took the ball to the rim. The other players have been so reluctant to go to the hole. And as a result, they've relied on those outside shots, and they just haven't fallen for them. They've made a few threes, but not enough.
And Sam Tenorio comes back again. Another 3-ball, Coach. Fast in transition. 3-ball, Mount Dora Bible.
You know, some of it's got to be the home court because that rim's very friendly tonight to Mount Dora.
Mount Dora Bible comes up with the steal.
Oh.
Tries a double move up in the air. Good effort there by number 10, Wes Means, and he'll go to the line and he'll shoot up 2 with 5:18 left here in the fourth quarter.
And you know what? That was a good foul. Wes had a clear path to the basket. The defender didn't let him get there. And you know what? If I'm a coach, I like that.
And Means misses his first free throw. Here comes the second, as it looks like Mount Dora Bible have a substitution at the scorer's table now, being number 12, or actually number 42, Blake Kristen, and we'll see on the next dead ball, see him come into the game.
Yeah, see, that foul resulted in no points, and it was a clear basket that Wes Means had. So, like I say, if I'm a coach, I want to see my players out there behind by 30 points and still competing hard.
Matheny with the basketball, top of the key, looking to drive. Good move there, pulls it back out. Robinson thought about the 3. They work it around. Good defense, Coach, by Mount Dora Bible. They're in the 2-3 defense now.
Yeah, even this second unit has good pressure defense.
Entry pass from Umatilla. They go up, contact.
Great one.
Basket's good there. That's number 3, Corey Abod.
And again, Corey's taking the ball to the hole. And he picks up a basket, and he'll get the free throw and complete a three-point play here. I'm liking what I see out of Corey.
Definitely, Coach. Able to take the contact, finish at the basket. Although his team's not in the basketball game, you like to see the good sportsmanship and the good hustle they're playing till the end.
I guess we missed that. Didn't see the technical. Wonder if it came off the bench or someone else. Refs are getting together here to talk about it. Not sure who that technical was on. Did you?
I didn't see who it was on, but up on the scoreboard now, maybe that personal foul was on number 11, Davis Brown. So his first personal 18 foul for Mount Dora as number 3 aboard knocks that one in. 4:33 left here in the fourth quarter. Completely missed what the technical foul was for. As
now, is this the shot
probably
after
the technical
missed
free
basket?
throws?
And the side out. So that's almost like a flagrant one to get the 2 free throws, the shot after, and then possession. I'd be interested to find out what happened there in that sequence.
Umatilla driving, floater into the basket, a little bit too strong. Rebound, Mount Dora Bible. Here come the Mount Dora Bulldogs in transition. They go to the corner, they drive. Good entry pass there from Means.
Beautiful pass.
And Blake Kristen comes into the game, gets a nice entry pass there from Means. Driving on the sideline, entry pass in. Good layup off the backboard.
Very unselfish play by Wes. He had a shot himself, and he gave it up to his teammate.
3:53 now left here, fourth quarter action. The bench players in the game for Mount Dora playing well, keeping up the intensity, Coach, as you said. And it's Kristen. Good move, Coach. That was a good move. Got to finish that one under the basket, but the hustle play there from the Bulldogs of Mount Dora. And Daniel Johnson scoops up the loose ball, puts it in for Mount Dora.
Well, I like what I'm seeing from Umatilla. These guys haven't stopped competing. They are still pressing hard. That was a hard-fought basket there that Mount Dora got. And, again, if I'm a coach, I want my players competing the whole 32 minutes.
Drive to the basket from Umatilla, and Coach, more contact at the basket, and they finish another one.
Yeah, the coach has got to like what he's seeing here out of his role players because they have come in and they've provided a bit of a spark here in the fourth quarter. As we started off this quarter, you had asked me what am I looking for? They've done it. They've come in here and they have not laid down as they could easily have done.
And Robinson trying to finish the three-point play there, misses his free throw. 3:11 left here, fourth quarter. Mount Dora Bible still pressing fast in transition. Good ball movement. Means again, good pump fake. 3-ball goes up. That one just off the rim. Umatilla will go in transition as we head towards the final stages of this game. Umatilla driving. And looks like we may have a blocking foul there.
Yeah. Davis Brown wasn't able to get position there. He tried to slide in underneath the player. He just doesn't have the foot speed. And that's going to put number 3, Corey Abode, and once again, we're calling his name.
Yeah.
He's taking the ball every time, taking it to the rim.
And a long rainbow jumper there. Bounces around on the rim and drops in. Should note now, Mount Dora in double bonus now, so all fouls from here on out with about 2:50 left here in the fourth quarter. Umatilla will be going to the line shooting 2 as Corey makes 1 of 2 and hustles from the free throw line.
From the line, I'm telling you what.
And Umatilla will keep possession. That's good hustle. You said it, Coach. They're fighting all the way towards the end.
They are. And Corey has really impressed me with his play.
Matheny almost lost it there. Gets the ball back. We get a jump ball. And Mount Dora will take possession. 2:43 left here, fourth quarter. Bulldogs look like they're going to roll to a victory. We invite you to stay tuned for the Bulldogs TV for our post-game coverage. We'll wrap up the action here in our post-game show. We'll have an interview with our head coach coming up just a few minutes. Once again, hang with us, our post-game show here on Bulldogs TV in just a few as that ball travels out of bounds, but it looks like Umatilla will maintain possession.
Richard, I think we're going to get a chance to talk to Cletus Stutzman also here in the post-game. Cletus, of whom this tournament is named after, has agreed to come over and talk to us for a minute about his time on the bench of the Bulldogs.
And it must be noted, this is the Cletus Stutzman Holiday Classic, so we'll have games all weekend long, boys and girls here. So be sure to hang with us all weekend long here on Bulldogs TV. And we've about 2 minutes left here. Means with another three ball. That one rims out. Board goes to Umatilla. They're fast in transition. Long three ball. That one will go out of bounds, 149. Hey, if you're interested to learn more about Mount Dora and all it has to offer, be sure to visit us on the web at www.chbs.org. That's www.chbs.org. You can schedule your campus tour today, speak to our admissions specialist, and see all that Mount Dora Bible has to offer. Bulldogs TV, the live streaming program of Mount Dora Bible in Mount Dora, Florida. Ball goes out of bounds. Mount Dora, actually, we got a horn from the table.
Refs are conferring here and not sure what the stoppage is. Seems to be some confusion. It will be Bulldog ball, though, underneath the basket.
And it looks like the officials were trying to I'm not sure what's going on, actually. One of the officials now talking to the head coach of Umatilla. But we do want to remind you, if you want to get archive footage of this broadcast,
just a reminder, please stay after the game.
Be sure to email Bulldogs TV, and we'll get a DVD copy out to you as soon as possible.
And these games are posted on the CHBS website for future viewing.
And if you do want to watch archive footage of this broadcast and many other broadcasts, be sure to visit Bulldogs TV on the web at www.fhsaasports.com/MDB. Again, that's fhsaasports.com/MDB, or you can click on the Bulldogs TV icon from the homepage. As Mount Dora driving there on the baseline, Umatilla comes up, good pass, Matheny, and he drops it in. Code Matheny, the all-star for the Umatilla Bulldogs in this basketball matchup.
Well, if I had to pick an MVP for each team, certainly I think that Kieran Williams would be that man for the Umatilla Bulldogs. He has provided quite a spark, and considering he's probably the smallest man on their team.
Scenario there with the basket for Mount Dora. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Again, we do want to remind you to hang around for our post-game show. We'll get a quick conversation with our head coach, Steve Hayes. We'll also get a quick conversation with the tournament namesake, Cletus Stutzman, in just a few. So hang around with us for the Bulldogs TV post-game show right after this basketball matchup. Driving to the basket, going to get a hard foul from behind. That's number 34, Chad Simmons, driving to the basket. Tough to take all that contact and make the shot at the rim.
Yeah. Now that you like to see a hard foul, but that was a hack. And Chad will go to the line for two.
Simmons' first free throw up, no good. 38.6 seconds left here, fourth quarter action. Simmons will have one more shot. And Simmons misses the second one. Umatilla gets the basketball, and they'll come in transition. 32 seconds left here, fourth quarter. Corner, Matheny Oh, a little bit too fancy with the basketball there. Simmons comes up with the steal. 20 seconds left here, fourth quarter.
Well, you know what you're seeing, Richard, one player trying to do too much, and this guy has played his heart out tonight.
Two seconds left, and it looks like Mount Dora is going to hold on to this one. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned to the Bulldogs TV post-game coverage. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show. We'll have an interview with our head coach and player game. That's coming up in just a few. Once again, your Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs have defeated the Umatilla Bulldogs 73-43 right now here on Friday Night Basketball on your destination for Mount Dora Bible sports and activities. Bulldogs TV post-game coverage in just a few. Hang with us on Bulldogs TV.
Put in your house with the Paul Pierce jersey. So just to show you how much we love you and appreciate you.
Is this good right here?
Nothing on there yet.
We're here with Coach Cletus Stutzman of the Mount Dora Bulldogs. Coach, and I'm going to call you Coach because you held that title for so many years. Tell us what did it feel like to be here and see your name up there at the end of the court here, and to have so many fans and players come out here to honor you?
Well, it was certainly a great evening, and I relish it immensely. And I will, of course, never forget it. It was a real treat, and I appreciate and I'm humbled by it.
Coach, you had 350 wins in your coaching career. Is there any that stand out as particularly memorable to you?
Yes. The state championship game was, of course, an unbelievable experience, and then we won 50 straight home games.
50 straight home games
without a loss in the late 50s and early 60s.
All right, now is that the period of time when you had Jack McDonald on your team, who was the All-State player, who was named most valuable player of the 61 tournament?
Yes. Jack was a junior and a senior in 60 and 61.
Tell me, what do you think about Coach Hayes and the job he's doing with these young boys in today's game?
Coach Hayes is doing a great job. He understands young men. He knows how to associate with them and influence them, and he's doing a crackerjack job, and we're glad to have him.
Well, Coach, we are extremely pleased to have had you here and to be able to interview here tonight. I'm sure you'll be here tomorrow night for the championship game.
Absolutely. Wouldn't miss it for anything.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and we're going to go back now to our to Richard, and we're going to interview Coach Stephen Hayes here in a minute. Thank you.
Richard Thomas back here on Bulldogs TV as we had a quick opportunity to speak with Coach Stutzman, and you spoke with Coach, and as he was saying, you know, that 1961 state championship was that highlight victory that he just sort of, you know, falls back on every now and then when he thinks about his time as the head coach of Mount Dora.
Well, there are many coaches that will go an entire career without a title, and Coach Stutzman was blessed to have that one, as well as we heard earlier, taking his team to 5 conference championships, 10 district championships, and then, of course, to the state title.
And we've got Coach Steve Hayes coming up to have a conversation with us in a little bit. Coach, wrap this game up for us really quick. What'd you like out of Mount Dora Bible? What do you think they work on when they head into that championship game tomorrow?
When I look at the scoreboard, I see the 73 points, and that is about their season average. And they played most of the second half with their starters on the bench. In fact, almost the whole fourth quarter. Shows that their bench was able to step up. It may be an indicator of the quality of the opponent. I'm not sure. I thought Umatilla came up and did a fairly decent job, but they left a lot of missed baskets out there.
And we got Coach Steve Hayes, who's up here now. We'll bring him in really quick. And, Coach, just leave this one open so you can hear me a little bit. Sorry about that.
All right.
But, Coach, Umatilla coming into this game, their season's been up and down, but you guys were able to grab the intensity early and carry it through the entire basketball game. How do you assess the matchup?
Well, the whole key with playing them is, number one, he's so good at getting to the rim. And the 2 games I've scouted them in, he probably took anywhere from 25 to 30 shots within 2 or 3 feet just by totally getting the rim. And if you notice, every time he touched it, we were either doubling him or we had everybody packing in the paint.
Coach, speaking of that defense, Umatilla, not traditionally a three-point shooting basketball team, you force them to operate their offense behind that three-point line. Speak about your defense.
Well, defensively, it just starts with intensity. And you know, well, like I tell these kids, defense is all heart. It's just all a mindset, and it's taken us. We struggled for 4 games this year, and it took us losing to Orangewood, which is a good team, but it took us losing to them before we really, I think, understood what it took defensively. And we've had 4 straight games now with TFA, Windermere Prep, Trinity Prep, and then tonight where the defense is what won the games for us.
So you head into sort of the championship game tomorrow. I think you're going to be playing Merritt Island tomorrow. What are you looking for out of that matchup, and how do you think the guys are going to step up and play that basketball game?
I think this is the 3rd year in a row we've played them in the finals of this tournament. They're physical. They're big. They're going to play a 3-2 zone. They shoot it well. They're very patient on offense. We're going to have to come with the same intensity on defense tomorrow and, do that for 32 minutes. It's going to be fun.
Well, Coach, we thank you for spending a little bit of time with us here. We'll see you tomorrow. Good basketball game, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks for having me.
Richard Thomas still here on Bulldogs TV. We're going to wrap it up. Your Bulldogs get a big victory against the Umatilla Bulldogs. They win 73-43. We encourage you guys to join us tomorrow for the championship game where your Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs will take on Merritt Island tomorrow right here in the McGehee Fieldhouse on the campus of Mount Dora Bible. For our cameraman, for our producer, Doug Horton, I'm Richard Thomas, and signing off for Tim Dean. Thank you for joining Bulldogs TV, the live streaming program of Mount Dora Bible in Mount Dora, Florida. Have a good evening.